more American Ninja Warrior or different American Ninja Warrior representation than just Ninja. And I don't know about Jennifer Lee coming on, but I know she was out first in her Amazing Race season. And it's like, is there another person that was on the Amazing Race that went farther that would have said yes to the challenge?
Krista would have said yes. She would have been it.
I would definitely glad to see her on there.
Okay, so we need some Survivor drama. That give me Michaela Bradshaw.
Yeah, I think it's been long overdue to get the Survivor on here. I think we saw Turbo do fantastically well, and I think Jay has a huge boots to fill now that Turbo has not been on this season or possibly future seasons.
But Turbo said that he could come back.
Yes, I've heard tons of different stories. Whether he's out for indefinitely, out for 3 seasons, could ever come back. He could come back. He's just doing a ton of Turkish movies right now.
And they make a lot of gold for him, so.
Yeah, he's very, very popular over in Turkey. So I don't blame him from wanting to do a lot of movies and then maybe come back to the challenge a little bit later once demand is a little bit lower. I just know I miss him a ton.
Same with me. And I think Michaela and Jay, they have unfinished business.
I agree, for sure.
Christmas Abbots. I gotta say, we need another strong woman that can be a force in the challenge house. And I think Christmas, final 3 with Josh and Paul. She's going to probably be the only girl that respects Josh. And then we'll have his back no matter what. But you and I had a conversation about how Christmas Criminal Past could come back and bite her.
Yeah, I think there's been a lot in the challenge history that they want to get people that will make drama, but more TV drama and not back arrested drama. And I think she got arrested for domestic abuse, for her doing the domestic abuse. So that is no bueno. I don't know if they would want to rope her into a challenge. I think when I first watched her on Big Brother, I loved her and I wanted her to go far and I thought she was super strong. But I don't know. We had not too long ago, the challenge was putting out casting calls at Spartan races. They also are looking at American Ninja Warrior. I mean, there's a ton of very strong competitors there that are kind of like Christmas. And I also, a lot of people on my videos were talking about Natalie from this year's Survivor would do fantastic on the challenge. I would say, yes, please.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Natalie
please. Anderson
would be perfect to come over here. She'd be really good. Let's talk about Mark Jansen, because I think both of us are very polar. Off camera, you and I have said that when we had our YouTube discussion that said that you cannot stand him, but I gotta say, we need stronger guys from Big Brother, and Mark is the perfect person. And that could also bring potential drama with Josh.
True. I don't think Josh needs to have anybody that he has former beef on to just have beef with somebody, as we saw last season with Wes, and Josh wanted Wes gone really quickly. Luckily, Laurel was there to help put that into motion. But Mark is fine. I thought he was fine, but when Elena was on Big Brother with him, he kind of went by the wayside and only got really frustrated when he was only really great when Josh and him were having beef, and then his Ex on the Beach season was not good. So to me, I don't think I want to see him more.
Okay, here's someone that I really love, who I think would be perfect, especially now that Swaggy and Bailey are in the challenge now. Scotty Sultan. Scotty Sultan is someone that he actually is from Big Brother. He went unanimously voted out twice. Juan and Jewish was the only one out of the hive that successfully got their mission, got their done. And I think their version of Leroy. And he's not afraid to go to power and go toe to toe. The way that he really went after Tyler and Angel on his way out the second time was really amazing.
Yeah, I mean, and I think we talked about this, that I think that back in the day when the challenge was just Road Rules and the real world, the Road Rules were the beef team because they were actually doing challenges on their seasons, whereas the real world was more just different personalities and different physicalities all together. And we got people like Chet and people that kind of sized up more to Scotty on that kind of level. Now I think the challenge is really trying to beef up with personal trainers. You get these people that are just beefed out already. And there's some people that aren't totally beef that come on the challenge on recent seasons, but I think that Fessy just fits the challenge profile a little bit more, and he was also close with Swaggy and Bailey as well. Not saying anything against Scotty, I just think that Fessy just fits the challenge forte right now. The one person I'm really upset that we didn't get a double couple into the challenge with Haley and Fessy coming in together as well.
A lot of people said that a lot of people think that Haley's a little more ready for the Big Brother All Stars, a little bit more of on casting's radar when it comes to it for a potential return. But however, there's another couple we got to mention that is rivals with Bailey and Swaggy, and someone that people and fans would be so happy to have a final showdown with, Tyler and Angela.
Yes, Tyler and Angela. I mean, they were exact polar opposite alliances on that challenge, on that Big Brother season. And one got the better of the other one. But if you go to their Instagram videos and pictures, you're just seeing Angela and Tyler doing a ton of sponsorship. They're living their best life. They're out on vacation like every single weekend, it seems. And Tyler even was asked specifically on an IG video that would he do the challenge if they called. And he said that right now he doesn't want any stress in his life. He just wants to be stress-free. And so he thinks that the challenge would be too stressful, which the way he's posting on Instagram, anything is more stressful than what they're doing. They're just living their best life. They're still in the honeymoon phase. And I think they just bought a house together in North Carolina, I want to say, or something like that. Yeah, they're back to Hilton Head. Yeah, so, I mean, that's fantastic for them. Good for them. And for the rest of us, we get Bailey and Swaggy C and Fessy on our TVs with Casey. And I'm sure they're going to be sitting there watching the challenge rooting for their friend Casey.
Absolutely. But I have a feeling that Tyler and Tangela could enter a Twitter beef with Swaggy or Bailey just in case something goes wrong.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I don't have them on Twitter, I don't think. That's
or Instagram.
On my part.
Or Instagram as well. Alrighty, so the challenge is coming close to its 25th anniversary year. Yes. So I've created a game for you.
Oh, boy.
Alrighty, so I created the ultimate 25th anniversary cast for the challenge, and I would love for you to talk about these players and briefly and say why they would be perfect, and also how about this? Let me do the players first, and then I love your thoughts.
Okay.
Starting off, Amanda Garcia, Anicia, Ashley Mitchell, Brad Florienza, Cara Maria, CT, Coral Smith, Davon, Darrell Taylor, Derek Kozinski, Devin Walker, Georgia Harrison, Hunter Barfield, Jemmy Carroll, Bananas, Jordan Weasley, Kim Williams, Laurel Suckley, Mark Long, Morgan Willett, Nani Gonzalez, Polly Calipari, Sarah Rice, Shane Landrum, Stephen Bear, Theo Campbell, Tony Raines, Tori Deal, Tori Hall for Florienza, Turbo, Veronica Portillo, and Wes Bergman. What do you think of that cast?
What a cast. You got physical beasts, you have political beasts, and you have some of the best minds in challenge history, I would think. So that's a good balance right there.
All right, so let's talk about Amanda Garcia. She was forced out of the challenge community after what happened with her. But do you think she deserves a shot to come back?
I think anybody deserves a shot to come back. Well, not everybody, I should say. But I think that she could. I mean, there's a lot of black tape that happened around her. But, I mean, she brings drama. There was a petition signed to never have her come back on the challenge season. And I don't think there's been a player that has riled up so many people to not want her back on the challenge season like Amanda. So that means that she has stamped her fingerprint on this game, despite not having won a single season or anything like that. She is just a political and a political beast that people, I think, underestimate, but also people just have a putrid not liking to her.
Okay, Anicia.
Anissa, I think we're going to see her on Total Madness, but she's had some really good seasons in the past. She's been to 2 finals, but hasn't won yet. And I don't know if she will win. I think anybody can win on a given day, but I just don't know about Anissa at this moment. She's taking a lot of hiatuses. So,
okay, the richest challenger contestant woman, Ashley Mitchell.
Ashley, what can you say? TV gold in some of her confessionals. She has some of the most iconic moments in leaving the challenge house. I think she's one of the only challengers to walk out on multiple seasons and then be called back and to win. You don't win that way without getting called back whenever you want to. So Ashley definitely deserves a spot.
Okay, we got to have one of our original guys. Even though he's retired, Brad.
I think Brad is in better shape than he was back when he originally was on the challenge. I think Vendettas, he was highly underestimated. I thought he was going to actually put up a fight to really win that season. But yeah, bring him back. Let's do it.
Cara Maria.
I mean, one of the best women competitors ever on the challenge, despite what you know about her recent seasons and whether you like her or love her. 5 final appearances in a row, 2 wins. I mean, you got to have her on.
CT.
I have to go into this? I mean, CT's just a phenomenal player, phenomenal person, biggest challenger character arc in challenge history. Went from the brawler to Pops. I mean, 3-time winner. He's the face. He should have been the face a long time ago on the challenge.
Alrighty, how about a legendary person that hasn't been around in a while, Coral Smith?
Coral Smith is one of the best political players of all time. I can't believe she's only won 1 season of the challenge. She's had some really bad luck with spider bites and injuries. I'm sure she would have had at least 3 wins underneath her belt if she didn't have those major injuries to herself. But some of the most memorable lines in challenge history, she's fantastic. I would love to see her back.
Dave On.
Like we said earlier, commentary queen. She made it so close in War of the Worlds. I hated that purge with her and Paulie getting knocked off. I think she deserves to come back, and I think she deserves a win. So I would 100% be rooting for her, whether she comes back on the challenge or Big Brother.
Alrighty, Darrell, probably one of your OGs.
Darrell Taylor, 4-time challenge winner. Could have been 5 times if you didn't beat Brad's face in the ruins. Some people think he's the GOAT rather than Bananas, but he's shown that he's still fantastic shape, can still run and win challenges. I think he deserves to come back. I would love for him to come back. His family, he doesn't want to be away from his family for so long.
Understood. How about another family man fan favorite, Derek Kaczynski?
Derek Kaczynski, what can I say? Bring him back. This is the one player that's like high on everybody's list to want to come back, and he even wants to come back. Let's have him back. I think he could have been on 1 season because he talked about being in the hotel sequestered with Paulie as an alternate, and then he never had to be called in and was sent home. So sad about that one, but I would love to see him on. Okay,
Devin Walker.
Devin is a strategery person. I loved him on Are You the One? The way he figured out who the couples were, because without him on that season, they would have never won that money. But his early previous challenge seasons were great. I think the past few were not so good. And I think a lot of people were just annoyed that he was going after Bananas rather than trying to win the actual challenge season. So I think that's a little nearsightedness on his part, which did not work out well.
Okay, Georgia.
Fantastic elimination beast. Outside affected her coming back on this challenge season, but she could definitely come back and make anybody a run for their money in eliminations. She even almost won against Tori that one episode, so definitely would like to see her back.
Hunter.
He needs to learn how to do cardio, but everything else he kind of does well. Not a huge fan of Hunter, just to be honest. But he is a challenge winner after winning